And we'll see Jordan Love. He's fourth in the NFL in passing touchdowns this season. It's the Packers and the Cardinals. All that and more coming up next.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with, It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we are in store from Kate Scott and Brock Heward. This one, we love these kind of games, Brock, and that's because we got a pair of teams who both gotten off to good starts this season. They find themselves with winning records as we now work our way through the front half.
Yeah, but when you have gotten off to starts, we know these are both playoff caliber teams right now. And this is also a measuring stick game, and a great one where you don't have the consequences of lose and go home. Just a wonderful test for you, for me, for the fans.
Chad Ryland will have the honor of getting us started. And away we go from Wisconsin. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return, and down into the 30. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. Bringing them out, someone who wowed last year in his first chance as a starter, Jordan Love.
Last week was the ideal showing for him and really allowed his offense to feed off of him. He elevated everybody around him. Just got to look at his stat line to see, well, he was throwing the ball. 300-yard game, several touchdowns, tremendous efficiency.
That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he gets this beyond the midfield. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do supported that win. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Jacobs gets it on the draw. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure of that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I wanted to watch what he could do. Just saw.
Ooh, almost a throw that cost. Defender had it in his hand, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Love from the gun. Able to get it to Reed. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Love. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from us. It took all his concentrate, bit of his strength to send that puppy through.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here, headed out for their first drive. They'll be led out by the 60-year pro and former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, Kyler Murray.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But one touchdown. He cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Cooper there to stop. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll run it here. It's James Conner. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Right here on 1st down. Wilson's got it. And he'll be bringing to mark him at the 48. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Murray. Fires right away, but incomplete. That one intended for Trey McBride. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Play action now, Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring a punt. And this will put an end to it. Stalled out. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And he's continuing a great start to the season. You can see, currently pacing the NFL in rushing yards. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Dadrian Taylor-Demerson. Love out of the shotgun. That's caught Tucker Kraft. And he'll have a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ooh, I like that. I like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Throwing on first down, Love. He's got Watson. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains...
To a nice route and catch. To me, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10 from the 41. Throwing, Love. This is reeled in by Reed. 34. Second and 3 now. From the 34. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up second and 7. Play fake, it's Love. This one falls incomplete.
I think you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia. That is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
That'll be complete to Jacobs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
On for the field goal now. Here's Brandon McManus. This, 42 yards from the right hash. And another field goal makes it 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm. You already gained 2 for 2 as a kicker.
On the return, here's Jones. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Second drive of the game upcoming for this air offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after first drive ended in a punt. Running to start this drive with Connor. And he'll bowl his way in for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, that's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to find Trey McBride. So that brings them to third down. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. And holding up, they're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Blake Gillikin on to punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That punt goes 63 yards. And the Packers will take over possession. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down throw, here's Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up second down. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there, no gain. A long-time standout, Calais Campbell there for the stop. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Love now to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it'll be Cardinals football. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st and 10, Murray. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
It's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
On 2nd down, a run with Connor. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle. Packers into a nickel defense, 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He has the first over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. The 1st down carry for Connor. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the 1st. Hey, in that huddle, we're at the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Cardinals football. They'll have it 2nd and 8. It's Connor again. And once again, he doesn't edge much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. Kyle. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
They'll punch it away again. Blake Gillikin coming back to the field. Keyshawn Nixon returning this for the Packers. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
To the air with Love. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and it's 3rd down. Love. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now a fourth down staring right at him. The Packers send out their punting unit. Greg Dortch, return for the Cardinals. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Ball taken in at the 36. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And they're going to take over possession. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Running left, it's Connor. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Devon Bullard bringing that play to an end. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Right back to Connor. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Now Murray. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Handoff goes to Connor, running left. Oh, stiff arm. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. 2nd and 3 now. Now Kyler. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Connor here from the gun. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Kyler looking to throw. Into traffic, complete. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Connor has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Cardinals tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. It's a James Conner touchdown. On is Chad Ryland for the point after. Right down the middle. And they'll take the lead. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They go counter. It's Jacobs. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post.
First and 10 from the 41. Takes the handoff, now Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Shotgun now for Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
And there's an extra DB out there on the field now for the Cardinals. Third down coming. Love from the gun. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where here a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just tosses.
No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Here's Kyler to throw. He's on the move. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. And the Packers at a 5th DB out there for this third down play. Murray to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They've got first down from the 31. Love looking to pass. Completes this one to Kraft. He's got to gain a 6 there. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 36. Cut by Jacobs. And the tackle's made beyond midfield at the 48. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's Love. Has him on the... Oh, he loses the football. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Love to throw again. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They're set up at the 35 now. Jacobs running behind center. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. the Packers. Driving. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Garrett Williams. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. Gets this one to Harrison. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Nate Hobbs in on that stop.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. Well, this has been one of the big stories of the game, partner. He's been sacked over and over and over here, and this time cost him more than just yards. It cost him 2 points and possession. Former quarterback, man, what are you thinking at this point in the game?
I'm thinking I'm going to be spending a lot of time in the training room to get my body right, and I think were you Marshawn Lynch right there? Over and over
there
and
you
over.
Go. Let's go. And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Tight end going in motion here. Thrown on 1st down, Love. This one taken in by Kraft. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 48. Escapes out to the left. Now here he goes. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's Love to throw. Finds his man. It's Kraft. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. They've got 1st down from the 31. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Field goal unit out there on 2nd down as they try for 3 here before halftime. This a 39-yarder. The kick by Folk is good. And that'll push their lead to 4.
So many of these players on the field just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. This return makes it up to the 25. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He takes a knee, and that's going to run out the final couple seconds of half number 1. That's halftime here in Green Bay. The Cheeseheads with plenty to cheer about as their Packers had the lead. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Cooper Kupp, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. With that, the two squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to K. Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Connor. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Here's Connor on the option. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Connor trying the right side. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Toward the sideline and caught by Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. That's good for 7 yards. So the red challenge flag has hit the field. Matt LaFleur wants to see this again. So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this. And it...
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would. And they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. Flush down now to his left. Now he takes it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Packers into a nickel defense, 3rd down. Kyler throwing here, dumps it off to his running back. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Badgley able to knock it through. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. Connor will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that sack gonna cost them some yardage.
There's just certain times you get a feel, right, Kate? You do this long enough, you kind of get a sense and just know these two teams are going to be fighting and clawing for that lead. And that sack, well, for me now, you can't afford to go for it. We'll put some points on the board and salvage what was a promising drive. Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. McCole Hardman now on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 2nd and 3 now. From the 34. That finds Jacobs, complete. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. Josh Sweat making the stop. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They stick with Jacobs. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Play fake. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I hate those situations, Kate, as a QB. I'm looking for an open passing lane, and I can't find one anywhere. He thought he had one available. Defense did a better job of knocking it away.
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks him inside their own 10. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Connor on the inside give. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Brought down by Quay Walker. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Murray. He's got Harrison. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. They'll run the counter to Connor. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass, that counter-action.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. Now Murray on the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And now they're staring at a 4th down. The Cardinals out for the punt. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he's just going to fair catch this one. That's brought in at the 39-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be their football. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Love from the gun. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end. Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Love. Oh, he's going to run for it! And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
Well, I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
1st down throw, here's Love. Finds him on the slant. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. So we're through 3 here. The Packers with it. They have the lead late, but this game is close. They've got 1st down from the 31. Handoff here to Jacobs. Room to run inside the 20. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 2nd chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Packers grow the lead to 7. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers grow their lead to 8. On now is McManus to kick this away. Dortch now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Cardinals in possession of it once again. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
No matter what other stats you want to look at in this ball game, well, this defense can take some serious pride in at least one thing, and that is 6 quarterback sacks on the afternoon. 6 sacks? Well, that's an expectation rarely achieved. And a sign? Well, this group did their homework, and they're making it pay on the field.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Able to hit Ryman, complete. And he's going to reach his own 20 before stepping out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play actually gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him. It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Packers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Reed's got it. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Takes the handoff, now Love. That's incomplete left side.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Turning to Jacobs on third. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
He sends this one to the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it's going to be third and short coming up. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Love out of the shotgun. Completed over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. Oh, he lost the football! Oh, and they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun. He brings it in. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal. They'll run, Jacobs. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Back now, pressure on its way. Getting out to his... And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the pressure drives them backwards.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The kick by Folk is good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Dortch now to return it. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They've got first down from the 31. Play action now, Murray. He's got him, that's McBride. Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Murray to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Murray here on first down. He'll get this one to Connor. And this one doesn't go far.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept it.
Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the Packers at a 50-B out there for this third down play. He's throwing deep to the left side.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Gotta read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you gotta react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Desperation time here on 4th. And that one's gonna be knocked away, and that's gonna force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And that carry gets him up to the 44 on a solid gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Going run again with Jacobs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers close to picking up their 5th win. Jacobs running behind center. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. They'll bring out the punter here. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. And after they were stopped on 4th down their prior possession, Brock, you gotta wonder if they're gonna be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. McBride hauls it in. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Cardinals in the hurry-up now, racing the clock as they work to get set. That's Jones working the sideline, complete. And he goes out, just needed one more step to reach midfield. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here looks to throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. All right, defense did its job, forced the offense into a 3rd and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, go pay it off. And they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Arizona goes ahead and calls timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. Lining up to take a knee on second down. The Packers to a knee, letting the clock run out on this victory.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. That's no way to end a game, right, Brock? Can't have a defensive penalty on the final play, so an untimed down coming up. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. So this is a Packers win. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.